absolut cruntă cu tatăl lui Emily, care știa că fiica sa este moartă și cumva se bucura că nu e ostatică și că a murit. Acum află că trăiește fiica sa și jurnalistul CNN îl intervievează și îl întreabă cum rezistă și cum trece peste aceste momente.
From the morning of the 7th till now is a nightmare, roller coaster, tragedy.
The anguish Thomas Hand is about to describe has left him trembling for weeks. It's a journey of death and a hope of resurrection, he says, is impossible to imagine.
On the day it was Russian roulette, whether you made it or not.
On October 7th, Hamas fighters stormed the kibbutz Be'eri, killing roughly 130 people and ravaging the community of 1,100 residents. That morning, Thomas's 8-year-old daughter Emily was sleeping at a friend's house. Thomas could not reach her as Hamas fighters took over the kibbutz. Days after the attack, the Irish-born father spoke with CNN's Clarissa Ward about the moment he was told his daughter had been killed.
Thomas waited 2 agonizing days before getting the news.
They just said, "We found Emily. She's dead." And I went, "Yes!" I went, "Yes," and smiled. Because that is the best news of the possibilities that I knew. She'd be in a dark room filled with Christ knows how many people and terrified every minute, hour, day and possible years to come. So death was a blessing, an absolute blessing.
Thomas says leaders of the Be'eri kibbutz community told him Emily's body was seen in the aftermath. But almost a month after the massacre, Thomas was given news that almost made him collapse. He says the Israeli army told him it's highly probable Emily is alive and a Hamas hostage.
How were you told the news that Emily might be alive?
That was official from the army with all the information that they have, the intelligence that they have. It's very likely that she's been taken to Gaza.
Thomas says he's been told Emily's body is not with the remains of victims and that there was no blood found inside the home where she slept the night before. Thomas also says that cell phones belonging to the family Emily was staying with have been tracked inside Gaza.
When you spoke with Clarissa Ward a few weeks ago, you said death would be a blessing in this situation.
That's how I felt at the time, yeah.
How do you describe where you are now?
Extremely worried about her, obviously. What conditions she's been held in. She's, more than likely in a tunnel somewhere under Gaza. Your imagination is horrible. And it's her birthday on the 17th of this month. She'll be 9. She won't even know what day it is. She won't know what day it is. She won't know it's her birthday. There'll be no birthday cake, no party, no friends. She'll just be petrified in a tunnel under Gaza. That's her birthday.
Thomas is now flooded with the hope and the despair of what his daughter might be enduring. He prays she can somehow hear these words to her.
If Emily is watching, just to let her know that we love her. All of us, we're all waiting for her to come back safely.
The survivors of the Be'eri kibbutz are temporarily living in a hotel. In the lobby, there's a vigil to all the kidnapped hostages. Now Emily's family says the young girl's photo will be placed next to the others.
You described as being a hostage as worse than death.
I believe so. It's the unknown is awful. The waiting is awful, but that's what we've got to do now. Just pray and hope that she comes back in some broken state, but we can fix her. We'll fix her somehow.
Do you allow yourself now to think about holding Emily again?
In my head, I can see, you know, like a beach scene, her running to me and me running to her, just picking her up, never letting her go.